As a portrait painter, you're kind of wanting to find an empathy with somebody, and you're wanting to really paint that.
From the very start, I just took the tool, a piece of stone, cut it, and 10 minutes later I knew something huge was happening. Several things made me have a crush on mosaic, because you add little pieces of stones or glass to have a big picture, and you go from one very little piece and you can go to a huge piece and you have a bigger picture. The fact that you know that it's going to stay for a very long time, for me, mosaic is an art that you need to respect a lot. You need to be very humble regarding to this art. I mean, it's an art of patience. In mosaic, you have this notion, huge notion of time and taking your time, and you have to take the time to do the thing.
It's been a week we're here installing the mosaic, and we came with each panel and glued each meters of panels. Because the mosaic is upside down when I do it, which can be quite weird. For example, these green ones on the other side, it's black, and we say, yeah, but how can you do that? And to be honest, I do know a little bit, but I don't know completely how I do it. It's just because it's in my mind and I know what's coming.
Portraiture now is quite a different sort of thing to what it was in historical past. I think portrait painters then were not so much thought of the way they are now as kind of artists with a capital A. I think they were thought of much more as image makers. Whether you work partly from photographs, from drawings, entirely from life, from video, whatever you do, the key element of the whole thing is actually learning how to look. It's how to look. And that's the key about likeness. Likeness is primarily based on very, very tiny differences. If you think how many people there are, not just in the world, but how many people there are within 2 miles of here, and not one of them looks the same. They've got a lot of common characteristics, none of them are the same. And if you're painting a portrait, you know, it's not good enough to say, well, we've got a sort of round head, 2 eyes, nose and a mouth, and you know, it's not even beginning to scratch the surface of what you need to know. It's just a way of looking at the world. That's the key thing. It's a way of looking.